sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Huntley. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
This is third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. Huntley. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Come on, bring it, baby.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing after the interception. Huntley, and he fires one incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Huntley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Rams.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The open man is Westbrook. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
At the 26-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14. Rams nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Thomas. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And the Rams first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Huntley slings this deep for McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Well, a good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7 at the Niners' 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Open man is Bourne. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Rams 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Thomas. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Byron Murphy.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again. Huntley. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Los Angeles.
From the gun, Huntley. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Past midfield.
Second and 4. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on second down, Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Open man here is Foster. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
At the 22-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off play action. Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. Huntley, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third down, Huntley, and that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all three timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all three timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have three timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with three timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Kamara down to the 25. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Running with Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Niners, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5.